Welcome to session 6 of pair of linear equations in two variables. Today in this video we shall be discussing another method to solve the pair of linear equations in two variables, that is the elimination method we will be discussing. So we will discuss this elimination method by directly taking up the exercise problems, that is exercise 3.4 we will be solving and we will be discussing the elimination method. Okay? Elimination method. Exercise 3.4. We'll start with its first question. What does it say? Solve the following pair of linear equations. That is, one is x plus y is equal to 5 and another is 2x minus 3y is equal to 4. So these are the two equations given to us. Equation 1 and this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Now elimination method says that either you can eliminate any one of the variables and may reduce that equation into an equation in one variable and solve it. So here which are the two variables? Variables are x and y in this also, right? So any one, either we can eliminate x or we can eliminate y. How to eliminate it? By just making the coefficients of the variable which you are going to eliminate the same. Right? So suppose we want to eliminate x from both the equations, we have to see that in both the equations the coefficient of x need to be same. If they are not so, we have to multiply it by a suitable non-zero real number. Okay? So now suppose if you want to eliminate x in this, right? Choices are, so we can eliminate x or we can eliminate y also. For this problem, we'll eliminate x, and in the second problem we'll try to eliminate y and z. Now if we want to eliminate the variable x from both the equations, now the first task is to make the coefficients of x in both the equations same, right? So as we always know, multiplication is much easier than the division. So we will try to make the coefficient of this equation 1x as 2, because in the second equation the coefficient of x is 2 already, right? So how to make it? So equation 1 we will multiply by the suitable number. So which will be the suitable number for it? The suitable number will be 2. So we will multiply equation 1 by 2. Okay, the entire equation will be multiplied. When we multiply it, this equation 1 implies, when you multiply it by 2, so 2 into x gives you 2x plus 2y equal to 5. Right? Now, if you look at this equation and the second equation, both the equations are having the coefficient of x as same. Then what is the second equation? Equation 2 as it is 2x minus 3y equal to 4. Fine. Now we have decided to eliminate x from it. Now if you just look at it, now these two equations, if I add these two equations, can this x be eliminated? 2x plus 2x becomes 4x. We cannot eliminate x, so we cannot add these equations. But can I subtract equation 2 from this equation? We can do. If we subtract it, 2x minus 2x will be 0. So definitely x will be eliminated. So what we do? We do the subtraction. We'll just see that, okay? Which operation to be done, addition or subtraction, as per our convenience, that which variable are we eliminating. Here we have to do subtraction, because if we do addition, it will add up. 2x plus 2x becomes 4x, where we are not eliminating it, right? So we are subtracting the second equation from this first equation. So when we are subtracting, the sign will change, right? Then, so this plus 2x and minus 2x gets cancelled. Here it is plus 2y plus 3y gives you plus 5y. That this is equal to 5 minus 4, 1. Right? Therefore, what is y equal to? Therefore, One mistake have we done? Yes, it is 2 into 5 we have not multiplied. It is 5 into 2 is 10 here. Correct? Yes, that entire equation to be multiplied here. So 10 minus 4 is 6. Right. So y is equal to 6 by 5. Value of y is 6 by 5. Now once we have got, see, elimination is, we have eliminated x, then the equation reduces to an equation in one variable, and easily we got the value of that variable. So y is equal to 6. Right. So once we have got this variable value, you can substitute it in any one of the equations and get the value of the other variable. Therefore, what we will do? Putting y equal to 6 by 5 in equation 1. In equation 1. So if we put it in equation 1, what do we get? We get x plus 6 by 5 is equal to 5. Is equal to 5. Fine. Then find out what is x. X is equal to 5 minus 6 by 5. So taking the LCM, it is 25 minus 6 by 5, that is nothing but 19 by 5. 19 by 5. Therefore, what are the values of the variables? That is x is 19 by 5 and y is 6 by 5. These are the solutions for this particular pair of linear equations. Okay. This is the elimination method. Now, in the question, they have asked you even to solve the same pair of linear equations by substitution method. That I will not be going to do, because substitution method, solving these problems in substitution method in the earlier videos we have discussed. So these problems you can try by substitution method. In this, only elimination method I will be doing. Is this clear? How have we eliminated? We have chosen to eliminate x here, right? And how to do eliminate it? We have done that elimination by making the coefficients of x the same. How do we make the coefficients of x same? By multiplying the required equation by a suitable non-zero real number. Okay. After multiplying, we should be careful. That is, throughout the equation we should multiply. The mistake what we have done here should not occur again. Okay. Then it will reduce into one variable. Then we can get the value of that. Then substitute it back and find the value of the other variable. Fine. Like this, we will do the second one also. Second part of it. Second bit, what it says, the question is 3x plus 4y is equal to 10. Another 2x minus 2y is equal to 2. Fine. Now let's try to eliminate this y. Okay. Now there are two ways of making the coefficients same. One is, the simplest way is just see the coefficients of x and y and cross multiply them to both the equations. That is, this is, if I am taking, this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. Now if I see in equation 1, we have decided to eliminate y. So we will focus on the coefficient of y. It is 4. So without doing anything, just I will take equation 2, the entire equation 2, we will multiply it by the coefficient of y in equation 1. What is the coefficient of y in equation 1? It is 4. So I will multiply the entire equation by 4. Then focus on this equation 1. This equation 1, this entire equation 1, we will multiply it by the coefficient of the y in the second equation. That is into 2. We can multiply along with the sign, otherwise just by the numbers also will do. There is nothing wrong in it. Only thing, we are making the numerical coefficients equal for the variable which we are going to eliminate. Focusing on the number coefficients, not with the sign. If we want, even we can multiply with the sign also. There is nothing wrong. So now this is one way. So we have done it like this. then you multiply. What does this equation turn to be? Equation 1 implies multiplying entire equation by 2, it becomes 6x plus 8y equal to 20, and this side 8x minus 8y is equal to 8. Correct? Right. Fine. Now this equation 2 is. Now just see the coefficients of y which we have decided to eliminate. Both of them are in the opposite signs. So when we add these two equations, will this 8y and minus 8y get cancelled? Yes, of course. So what we will do? We will add the two equations. When we add the two equations, the sign of this equation will not change. It remains the same. Equation 1 plus equation 2 when we are doing, the sign will not change. So that is what it happens here. So we will cancel this plus 8y and minus 8y, and here it is 14x is equal to 28. Fine. Therefore, x is equal to 28 by 14 by 7, 7 2s are, then 7 4s are, right? Then again 4 1s and 4 2s. So 2 or 14 2s are directly. X is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2 we have got. So now putting or substituting x equal to 2 in any one of the equation, in equation 1 or in equation 2, any one you can take up. In equation 1, what do we get? We get, so in place of x you are substituting it as 2. So 3 into 2 plus 4y is equal to 10. Fine. So this is 6 plus 4y equal to 10. Implies 4y is equal to 4, y is equal to 1. Y is equal to 1. That is, what are the values? Therefore, x equal to 2 and y equal to 1. Okay. Now if you just compare this with your substitution method, I think you feel the elimination method is comparatively easier. Only thing, you should be careful like making the coefficients of the variable which you have decided to eliminate in that. Okay. Now what I said, this is one way of making the coefficients of the variable which you want to eliminate is just by multiplying it by the coefficient of the other equations. That is, if we want to make this second equation's coefficient as the same as this one, then only just whatever is in the equation, first equation, y we want to eliminate, its coefficient we will take and we will multiply with the second equation. And focusing on the second equation, whatever is the coefficient of y, that we will take and we will multiply it by, we will multiply equation 1 by that coefficient. This is one way. The other way, for the same problem I will show. So the other way is what? Now this is the equation, 3x plus 4y equal to 10 and another 2x minus 2y equal to 2. Fine. Now here we want to eliminate y we have taken, right? Then just look at, this is 4y and this is minus 2y. Now this 2y we can make it as 4y, right? So I can only multiply the second equation entirely by 2. If we do so, what do we get? The first equation is untouched. It remains the same. It is 3x plus 4y equal to 10. Okay. Then the second equation we have multiplied it by 2. So 4x minus 4y is equal to 4. This is also absolutely right. Now just focus on the coefficients of this variable y. One is positive, one is negative sign is there. So we can obviously add both the equations so that they get cancelled. And here it is how much? 7x. 7x is equal to 14. Therefore, x is equal to 14 by 7, that is 2. Same, the answer won't be wrong there, the same values you get. So x is equal to 2, then substitute in any one of the equations. Suppose I am substituting in the first one, if I take, so 3 into 2 plus 4y is equal to 10. So again this is 6 plus 4y equal to 10. 4y is equal to 4, y equal to 1. So y equal to 1 and x equal to 2 you are getting. The same way. There are two ways of making the coefficient same. Whichever you feel it is easier for you, you can follow that way. Fine. Now let's move on to the next bit, third one. We'll see the third part of it. It is 3x minus 5y minus 4 equal to 0. Then 9x is equal to 2y plus 7. Fine. So first we will write both of them in the standard form. So this will imply it is 3x minus 5y equal to 4, and this one 9x minus 2y is equal to 7. Now you can decide which variable you have to eliminate. Okay. So this is equation 2 and this is equation 1. So let's try to eliminate this equation, x variable. Okay. So already here 9x is there. So 3x I can make it as 9x by multiplying equation 1 by 3. Fine. So what we will do? Multiply equation 1 by 3. Okay. Now if you multiply it by 3, equation 1, then it becomes what? It is 3 multiplying it by 3. So 9x minus 15y is equal to 12. Fine. Then equation 2 as it is. So equation 2 is equal is 9x minus 2y is equal to 7. Right. Now both the coefficients of x is same and both of them are having the same sign. So if you add these two equations, there is no chance of we getting x eliminated. Right. So what we will do? We will subtract the second equation from the first one. So when we do the subtraction, the sign changes. Fine. Okay. Then so this gets cancelled and this is 15 minus 15y plus 2y gives you minus 13y is equal to 12 minus 7 is 5. Therefore y is equal to 5 by or minus 5 by 13. Y is equal to minus 5 by 13. So this variable value we have got. Now substituting this variable in any one of the equations. So therefore substitute y equal to minus 5 by 13 in equation 1. When we are substituting here, we get 3x minus 5 into y. Y is what? Minus 5 by 13. Correct? Minus 5 by 13 is equal to 4. Now this implies when you simplify it, 3x plus 25 by 13 equal to 4. Now 3x is equal to 4 minus 25 by 13. Simplify this, 13 into 2, it is 42 minus 25 by 13. So that is how much? Yeah, 13 into 4 is not 52. 52 minus 25. That is you are getting. This is equal to 27 by 13. Right? So what is that? I'll do it here. 3x is equal to 27 by 13. So x is equal to 27 by 13 into 1 by 3. So 9, it is 9 by 13. X is 9 by 13. So we will substitute x is 9 by 13. Okay, no, not substitution. So y we have got it as 9 by, not y, it is x. This all confusion because of the small board here. Okay, therefore what are the values? Therefore x is 9 by 13 and y is minus 5 by 13. Fine? Okay. Now let's see the last bit of this first main question. If I write it here, I will get some space. So first main, fourth part. Fine. So what it is? X by 2 plus 2y by 3 is equal to minus 1, and the other equation is x minus y by 3 is equal to 3. Right? So when these things are in fractions, if possible, we will try to take the LCM and put it in the standard forms. So first equation, if you take 6 will be the LCM, right? So it is 3x plus 4y equal to minus 1, which implies 3x plus 4y equal to minus 6. This is one equation we got. Similarly do with this. 3 is the LCM. So 3x minus y equal to 3 implies 3x minus y equal to 9. So this is your first equation and this is your second equation. Right. Now just look at those two equations. It is 3x plus 4y equal to minus 6 and other 3x minus y is equal to 9. Now just look at, already the variables, the coefficient of the variable x are same. Both of them are in the same sign, so we will subtract the equations. Okay, subtract equation 2 from equation 1. So when we do so, this gets cancelled, it gets eliminated. So here it is 5y is equal to minus 15. Therefore, y is equal to minus 3. Y equal to minus 3. Now substitute y equal to minus 3 in any one of the equation. Substitute y equal to minus 3 in equation 2. In equation 2 we get what is it? 3x minus of minus 3 equal to 9. That is 3x plus 3 equal to 9. 3x is equal to 6. X equal to 6 by 3. That is 2. Fine. Therefore, what are the values? So x is equal to 2 and y equal to minus 3 are the solutions for this equation. Right? So by this we will complete the first main questions. Now we will move on to the second main, where they are the statement problems. Moving on to the second question in that first bit. Okay, so what does it say? Form the pair of linear equations in the following problems and find their solutions if they exist by elimination method. Then, if they exist, how to check whether the solution exists or not? Once the equation is formed, you have to just look at the coefficients of x, y and the constant term, and solutions exist when they are consistent. That means when a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then there exists unique solution. Otherwise, if a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2, also infinitely many solutions exist. So first, let's focus on framing the equations for the given statement problems. Once it is framed, then we will check whether solution is there. If solution is there, then we will solve it by elimination method. So first question we will look into. If we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, a fraction reduces to 1. Fraction reduces to 1. It becomes 1 by 2 if we only add 1 to the denominator. What is the fraction? So when they asked what is a fraction, the fraction involves numerator and denominator. So let's take that the numerator and the denominators are x and y. Okay? So we'll write, let the numerator be equal to x, fine, and denominator equal to y. Therefore, fraction is equal to x by 1. Now, according to the question, what is your first condition? Condition, what it is? If we add 1 to numerator is x, so 1 to numerator, and subtract 1 from the denominator. Y is the denominator, from that 1 is subtracted. Then the fraction reduces to 1. The fraction reduces to 1, right? Now, this we will simplify and put it in the standard form of linear equation in 2 variables. So, it is to cross multiply this. Now, it is x plus 1 equal to y minus 1 implies x minus y, bringing the variables and all the constants towards the other side and putting it in the standard form. Plus 1, this is plus 1 equal to 0, or x minus y plus 2 is 0 in the standard form, okay, or it is minus 2. Fine, this is one equation. Then, according to the second condition, okay, according to the second, what it is? It becomes 1 by 2 if we add 1 to the denominator. So, this fraction x, denominator we have to add 1, right, y plus 1, then the fraction becomes 1 by 2. Fine. Now, this also you simplify. So, 2x cross multiplying, 2x is equal to y plus 1, otherwise 2x minus y is equal to 1. This is your second equation. Fine. Now, look at x minus y equal to minus 2, 2x minus y equal to 1, right? Therefore, solving equation 1 and equation 2. What it is? We will write it one below the other. X minus y equal to minus 2. The second one, 2x minus y equal to 1. If you just look at, already the coefficients of y are same, so we need not go for making the coefficients of x same. So we will do with this. Both of them are negative signs, so we will subtract one from the other. This becomes plus, this becomes minus. Fine. So this gets cancelled. This is minus x is equal to minus 3. Therefore, x is equal to 3. X equal to 3 we got. So once x equal to 3 you have got, you substitute it in any of the equations. Substitute x equal to 3 in equation 2. Okay. So what we get here? 2 into 3 is minus y equal to 1. Therefore, 6 minus y is 1, minus y is minus 5. So y is 5. Y is 5. So I will write here. Therefore, x is what? 3, y is 5. So what's the fraction? So fraction is 3 by 5. 3. X is 3 and y is 5. The fraction is 3 by 5. Got it? Okay. We'll see the next one. Second bit of it. What it says? 5 years ago, Noori was thrice as old as Sonu. 5 years ago, okay? Then 10 years later, Noori will be twice as old as Sonu. How old are Noori and Sonu? Two people are involved, their present ages are involved. So let's take the present age of Noori and Sonu to be x and y. So let Noori's present age be equal to x years. Fine. And Sonu's present age is y years. Fine. Now they have said 5 years ago. So let's write here 5 years ago, or just this will write who are those? Noori and Sonu are there. Noori and Sonu, right? 5 years ago. If the present age of Noori is X years, 5 years ago what was Noori's age? Noori's age was X minus 5. Present age minus 5 years back. Sonu's age will be Y minus 5. Correct? Then they have said 10 years later. After 10 years. Fine. After 10 years, what will be Noori's age? Present age is X. So Noori's age after 10 years will be X plus 10. Present age plus 10 years. What will be Sonu's age? Sonu's age will be present age is Y plus 10. Fine? Okay. Now we will look at the condition given in the question. According to the condition, question, what is the first condition? First condition is what? 5 years ago, Noori was thrice as old as Sonu. 5 years ago, Noori's age is this much, X minus 5. She is thrice as old as Sonu, Y minus 5. This is the first condition. Now simplify this. X minus 5 is equal to 3y minus 15. So X minus 3y equal to minus 15 plus 5. That is X minus 3y equal to minus 10. Your first equation. Then this is first condition. Then second condition. What it is? 10 years later, Noori will be twice as old as Sonu. 10 years later, what was Noori's age? X plus 10. She will be twice as old as Sonu. Twice as old as Sonu. Sonu, after 10 years, her age is Y plus 10. Now simplify this. X plus 10 equal to 2y plus 20. So X minus 2y equal to 20 minus 10. That's X minus 2y is equal to 10. This is your second equation. Fine. Now look at these two equations. Solving equation 1 and 2. Solving equation 1 and equation 2. Write them one below the other. This is equal to minus 10 and this is X minus 2y equal to 10. If you just look at coefficients of X are already same, only we need to subtract it. So sign will change when you subtract. This gets cancelled. This is how much? Minus y is equal to minus 20. Therefore, y equal to 20. Okay, what is that y? Y is Sonu's present age. Now substitute this y in this one. This I will rub it. We will continue doing it here. So y is 20. Substitute y equal to 20 in any one of the equations. Say in equation 2. Okay, what do we get? We get, when you are substituting, it's x minus 2 into, in place of y, it's 20. 20 equal to 10. Fine. So x minus 40 equal to 10 implies x is equal to 10 plus 40. That is x is equal to 50. X is 50. What is that? Who is that x? X is Noori's present age. Therefore, what do we get? Therefore, Noori's present age is 50 years and Sonu's present age is how much? What is the value of y? Y is 20. So Sonu's present age is 20 years. Clear? Main thing in this is framing the equations. Once that is done correctly, you will also get the answer right. Fine? Now, we will see the next one, third part. Look at the third bit. What it is? The sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. Also, 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. Find the number. Now, it's a 2-digit number they have said. So, 2-digit number, if I take the units place as x and the tens place as y, the 2-digit number will look like this, yx, right? If you expand this, then it is 10y plus x, correct? Like for example, if we take the number as 36. So in this, 6 is in units place and 3 is in tens place, right? So when you expand this 36, this is what? 10 into 3 plus 6. Do we get like this? Correct? So in the same way, if I am keeping the tens units place as x and tens place as y, right? We don't know which are the numbers, so we are keeping it as x and y. Then if you expand that, this becomes 10y plus x, correct? Fine. Like this, we will try to solve this, the problem. So we will take, let units place be x and tens place be y. Let digit in unit place be equal to x and digit in tens place is equal to y, right? Therefore, number is x, y, right? So, which is expanded form of the original number is equal to 10y plus x, right? Fine. Now, what is the condition given according to this condition? First one, according to the question, first condition, what they have said, the sum of the digits of a 2-digit number, sum of the digits, which are the digits, x and y are the digits, so the sum of the digits is equal to 9. This is the first condition, right? What is the second? Also, 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. So, which is the number which is obtained by interchanging the digits? Number, we will write it here, number obtained by interchanging the digits. Which is the number which is obtained interchanging the digits means tens place becomes units, units place will be the tens one. The digits will change. So this will become xy. So number is 10x plus y. Fine. So what is the second condition? Second condition, it says that 9 times this number is twice the number, 9 times the original number. Original number is what? This one, 10y plus x. This is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. The number obtained by changing the order of the digits is 10x plus y. So this one. Now you simplify this. 90y plus 9x is equal to 20x, right, plus 2y. So 90y minus 2y plus 9x minus 20x is equal to 0. Fine. So how much it is? 80, 90 minus 2, 88y minus 11x is equal to 0, right? So if you take out in this 11 as common, you get 8y minus x is equal to 0, which implies it is 8y minus x equal to 0, correct? This is the equation, 8y minus x is equal to 0. Now we have to solve this. Which are the two equations? This is equation 1 and this is equation 2. So let's try to solve that. Here we will solve. Which is it? X plus y equal to 9. Second equation is 8y minus x equal to 0. 8y. Okay. So we will write accordingly. This is 8y. So minus x plus 8y is equal to 0. already the coefficients of x are same, then we are adding the equations. Then this becomes 9y is equal to 9. So y is equal to 1. Y is 1. Fine. So now we will do it here. Y is 1. Substitute in any of the equation. Put y equal to 1 in equation 1. If you are putting it in equation 1, then we get x plus 1 is equal to 9, which implies x equal to 8. Fine. Therefore, what is the number? Number what we have taken is yx. So what is x? That is 8, and this is 18. Therefore, the number obtained is 18. Fine. Wait. Then just look at what else they have asked you. Find the number. Then, right. That's all. Find. This is the number. X is equal to what is that? The number is 18. Now, if you want, we can cross check and see whether the conditions are satisfied or not. Fine. Now, we'll see the next one. Let's see the fourth bit of it. What it says that Meena went to a bank to withdraw rupees 2000. She asked the cashier to give her 50 and 100 rupee notes only, and she got 25 notes in all. Find the number of 50 rupee notes and 100 rupee notes she received. So let the number of 50 rupee notes be x and that of 100 rupees be y. Two variables, we will take it. So fine, we will write let the number of notes of rupees 50 be x. Fine. And number of notes of rupees 100 be y. Then according to the question, what it say, what they have told, first condition, she asked the cashier to give total she is withdrawing 2000 rupees. She has asked the cashier to give 50 rupees notes and 100 rupee notes. So first condition, if she gets x 50 rupee notes, if she gets x 50 rupee notes, what is the amount of money she will get? The amount of money she gets is 50x, right? And if she gets y 100 rupee notes, the amount she receives is 100y. The sum of these two is 2000 because she is drawing 2000 rupees only. Right. This is the first condition. And what about the second condition? Second condition, what it says that the Meena gets overall 25 notes. That means 50 rupee notes x and 100 rupee notes y. Together she will get only 25 notes. So this is first equation and this one is the second. If you look at the first one, I think we can simplify that by taking out the common factor as 50. So this will be x plus 2y this side, right? This is equal to 2000. So x plus 2y is equal to 40. Right? Then this we will take it as equation 1 and this is your equation 2. Now solving both of them. Solving equation 1 and equation 2. Now just look. X plus 2y equal to 40 and another x plus y is equal to 20. Right. Now coefficients of x are already same. So when it is already same, you need not go on that, no, I want to make the y coefficient only same and do. If you do so, it's time consuming. There is nothing wrong in doing so, but it is time consuming. So better see that if already the coefficients of the variables are same, you try to eliminate that variable itself either by subtracting or adding the equation. So in this case, both of them are same sign. So I will subtract the equation 2 from the first equation, right? Now when we do subtraction, this x gets cancelled, here this is y is equal to 15. Okay, so what is y? Y is number of notes of rupees 100, 15. Okay, now so y we have got. So next we will do substitute y equal to 15 in equation 2 in this one. So what we get? X plus 15 equal to 25 implies x is equal to 10, right? Therefore x is 10 and y is 15 we got. What is that x? 50 rupee notes. Therefore we will write here, therefore number of notes of rupees 50 is how much? Is 10, and number of notes of rupees 100 is 15. Fine. If you look at 15 into 100, 1500, 50 into 10, 500. When you add up both, you are getting 2000 rupees. So she will get 50 rupee notes 10 and 100 rupee notes 15. So total number of notes is 25. Fine. Then we will see the last bit of it. Next question. Fifth one. What is fifth one? A lending library has a fixed charge for the first 3 days and an additional charge for each day thereafter. Sarita paid rupees 27 for the book she kept for 7 days, while Susie paid 21 rupees for the book she kept for 5 days. Find the fixed charge and the charge for the extra days. So two types of charges, fixed charge and the extra charge. That two fixed charge for the first 3 days it is given. So let's take that the fixed charge for the first 3 days be x and the charge for the extra charge for the other days will be y rupees. Okay. So let the fixed charge for first 3 days. Let the fixed charge for first 3 days be equal to rupees x. And what is the other one they have told? Additional charge per day. Okay, and additional charge per day after 3 days. First 3 days x rupees. After those 3 days, if you are keeping the book for 1 day, 2 days, that additional charge is y. Right. Now what is the first condition? According to the question, first condition is what? Sarita pays rupees 27. She has kept the book for 7 days. So first 3 days she will pay x rupees. So 1 day x for first 3 days she is paying x rupees. The remaining days are how many? 4. So for 4 days, for 1 day she is paying y rupees. Therefore for 4 days she will pay 4y rupees. Right. Therefore what will be the first condition? First 3 days x rupees. Fine. Then since she is keeping the book for 7 days, 3 days are over here. That is 7 minus 3. 4 days are remaining. For 1 day y rupees. So for 4 days, because here we have taken per day. Correct na? So it will be 4y here. She is paying 27 rupees. And this is the first condition. What about the second one? Susie pays rupees 21 for the book she kept for 5 days. So first 3 days x rupees. Out of 5, 3 has gone. 3 days are gone. So 2 days are remaining. Each day y rupees. So 2y. 21. Right. So this is your equation 1 and equation 2. Solving equation 1 and equation 2. So write them one below the other. X plus 4y equal to 27 x plus 2y equal to 21. As I said already, the coefficients of x are same. We will subtract the second equation from the first one. Gets cancelled here. This is 2y is equal to 6, which implies y equal to 3. Y value we have got as 3. That means additional charge per day after 3 days is y rupees, that is 3 rupees. Now we will have to find out x value. So substitute y equal to 3 in any one of the equations. Suppose in equation 2. So what we get? X plus 2 into y, y is 3, that is 6 is equal to 21. So x is equal to 21 minus 6, right? It is 15. So fixed charge for the first 3 days is x, that is 15, and additional charge per day after 3 days is y, that is 3 rupees. I will conclude here itself. This is rupees 15 we get, and here it is rupees what? Y is 3. Rupees 3. Okay? This is the fixed charge and this is the additional charge they have to pay for each day. Done? So by this we come to the end of exercise 3.4, where the elimination method is being discussed. They have asked you in the first main to solve it by substitution. Once you complete the elimination, solve the same questions in substitution method also. So that's all in today's video. Thank you.